Good day, everyone. Welcome to our oracle reading, which is a timeless reading. We will first try to clear the air. I see a smiling face somewhere on the right upper part of the crystal ball. It seems that this smiling face is driving. He's driving a vehicle. I could see the seat belts passing in front of him, and there's light on the window coming from outside, going inside the window, and I could see from the window that there are some trees outside and some clouds in the sky. So it seems that this person who was smiling earlier is driving a car. At the back of the car, at the seat at the back of the car, there seems to be a person who is lying across the seat as if sleeping. She is, I don't know if he's a he or a her, but this person seems to be lying across the seat at the back, a little bit curled up, and occupies the whole back seat. Beside the one who is driving on his right side, so this is a sort of, they're using a car that is used in left-sided roads. I mean, where the driver is on the left side, left-sided driver type of road. So it can be a place like the United States, or left-hand drive. It can be in some countries in Europe like Italy, or sometimes some areas in the Philippines, like in the Asia, like the Philippines. Those wherein the driver are usually on the left side of the vehicle. And there's another person just beside him on his right side, wearing a sort of like a grayish black clothing. So there are three people in the car. The driver, a person sitting in on his right side, and another person who is lying at the back seat. Now, the driver was smiling earlier. Oh, it seems that the person on the right side is carrying a young child, like a baby. The baby is seems to be lying on the lap of, so it's probably that it's a family, and maybe the father is the one who's driving the car, or at least and then there's the mother might be the one who's on the right side, and she is carrying a baby on her lap, while another child, a little older, maybe around in her primary year, already maybe studying. I don't know if maybe somewhere around below 10 years old, maybe, yeah, around below 10, is lying asleep at the back of the car. And so it seems that the mother is carrying a small baby. It's not really a baby that is just newly born. It's someone, maybe someone around 3 to 5 years old, or 3 to 6 years old. The baby also seems to be sleeping. So it seems only the father and the mother are awake. And it seems to be a bright day with trees outside and some clouds. Well, it's not really a very, I mean, the sky is not clear, but it's not gloomy, it's not raining. It seems to be quite a clear, not really a clear day, but seems to be a fair weather, a day with good weather. Some clouds, no? So clouds have already seemed to have accumulated in the sky, but not sufficient as there is an impending rain. No, it seems to be just a great day, just a wonderful day. No? I don't know if the father is wearing a mask, but he's smiling, so maybe this father has a white beard, so it could be that the father is a little bit matured already, because he has a mustache and a beard, and both the mustache and the beard appear whitish. Or it could be that it's more of whitish, so it's possible that the father of the family seems to be a little bit matured already, but he seems to be happy. At this time, I couldn't see the expression of the mother, or the female who is carrying the child on her lap. I couldn't see her expression, but it seems to be that the father is happy, and they are traveling. Yeah. The detail of the vehicle is a bit clear, but aside from that, I couldn't see anything else happening. I mean, in terms of activity, it's just that I just could see a family traveling. Nothing much else I could see from it. Okay. I guess we'll stop there. So it's a family traveling, and it seems that the driver, who apparently is the father, seems to be happy doing the journey. Okay. I don't know if you can see anything else here. Yeah, the child that is on the lap of the mother is sleeping. Yeah. Oh, and the child seems to have a blonde hair. Huh. Interesting. So the child on the lap of the mother seems to have blonde hair. The one on the back is really sleeping. Very much asleep. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's it for now. I really couldn't get the expression of the mother. Or a little bit more detail on the mother. Let me see. You can see some details on the mother. No, I cannot see the details on the mother. Cannot see any detail on the mother. Except that she's just holding the child in her lap. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for now. We now try to get some clarification. Okay. So, can we get some clarification regarding this family who seems to be on a journey, and the children seems to be sleeping, and the father seems to be happy and seems to be a good day, and maybe the father is speaking and the mother is listening. I don't know. I don't have any detail on the mother, but the mother is just holding the child in her lap who is sleeping, and the child seems to have blonde hair. The hair is I couldn't identify if the child is a boy or a girl. Okay. Oh, too many. Oh, but one went out upside down. Okay, so we'll take that one, the one that jumped out upside down. The others are too many. Okay, so we have the star. Oops, there's another one here, a jumper. Okay, so we have the star. Maybe we'll take another one. Ooh, the sun. Okay. So could you tell us something about the vision that we just saw? So I guess I need to be a little bit more specific. It seems that this one is about the father, the one who is driving. No? Okay. I get the feeling that it's the father. This one is the father. So can we get some more details about the father? Can I get some more details about the father? Can I get some more details about the father? Can I get some more details about the father? Let's see the bottom card. Oh, devil. Okay, so the bottom card is the devil. Okay. Can I get one more for the father? Okay. Okay, I don't know if the relationship between the father and the mother is a codependent one, because the devil somehow has this I get a feeling that it is possible that the relationship that is occurring between the father and the mother is that of a codependent relationship. That somehow there's a need for the relationship to grow into a more unconditional one. So it seems that this relationship between the father and the mother seems to be, there's a challenge for them to have a more mature kind of relationship. Maybe there are some dependencies, some addiction in the relationship that keeps them from having a comfortable relationship as husband and wife. Yes, it brings them together in a certain sense because they are codependent in each other. They couldn't live without each other. But I think there's an invitation for both this couple to grow a little bit more. There's just a challenge for them to rise up from some shadows in their life that they need to address to. It doesn't seem to give any problem at this present time in their relationship, but they could have a healthier one, which is less toxic, a relationship that would give them a happier outcome. I suddenly find myself looking at the one here on top of the head of the devil. It's an inverted star. It's in contrast to the star here. No? So it's possible, that this could be the present state that they have right now. It seems that the relationship between this couple is a little bit, it's like they need each other to fill up something that is lacking in their life. And the relationship could be somewhat a little bit more grounded on sexual attraction. There is room for improvement in their relationship. But there is something positive about it in the cards that we see, because here we see the star, which is unlike the one that we see here on the card of the devil. This is an inverted star. But what follows is, it seems that this is the immediate future. There is promise in their relationship. There are stars here, and it's no longer a star that is inverted. And surrounding this big star seems to be little stars. Okay, actually there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. I get the feeling that this couple is going to have many children. I see 7 here. Now, I don't know. They already have 2. It seems that they will have 5 more to go. But it seems to be a promising future for both of them. They might have started with this codependent relationship, but it seems that they have the potential of rising from this codependency, and that they can have a relationship that is overflowing. Okay. I think the cheerful father who is a little bit matured, in the picture, might have a very, very positive effect on the family relationship that they are having right now. I see that the father, although he's a male, seems to have a feminine energy. And it seems that the father is a person who is grounded in reality, but at the same time, he seems to be intuitive at the same time also. You see his knees touching the ground, while his foot is attached or immersed in the water. So this seems to be a balanced person. So even if they started with a relationship that is somewhat codependent, I think because of the maturity, or maybe this father is at this present time undergoing transformation, and he seems to be really growing very, very fast, and he seems to be already going to this point of his life where he is already grounded in reality, but at the same time intuitive. And he seems to be able to balance his attention on both being in touch with the external world. Here you see him here pouring water into the ground, and at the same time pouring water into the pool, which seems to be his intuitive part. So he seems to be a prayerful person, but at the same time he attends to his responsibility. But when I look at these two, it seems that this person has a greater attention towards his spirituality, because you see here more water is coming out on the pool, a little less here on the reality. But even if he is more concentrated in his spiritual growth, it seems that he is able to not, although a greater attention is being given on his spiritual journey, he is not neglecting his responsibility. Because when you look at it, the water that overflows makes the ground green. So even if he is giving more attention to the spiritual life, it seems that it is benefiting the environment around him. And there are a lot of green things here. So I guess in a certain sense, his increased concentration on his prayer life is benefiting everything around him. And I could see a bird on top of a tree. And I don't know. It seems that the bird has something to say. It's as if there's a news coming to them. A news coming to them. I am thinking that the news that is about, it seems that at this present time they are receiving a news. Maybe that's the reason why the father was smiling. I feel that the mother just informed the father that there's another child coming. This one here. That's why maybe the father was happy. I mean, the third child is about to come. And yes, when you see the child also has flowers, and it seems like the hair is blonde also. So it seems that they're going to have a third child, and that is why the father who was driving was very happy. And they look at it in a positive way. I mean, they are not worried about the number of children that they have. I mean, for them, it seems like they look at the children as a blessing for them. Could it be possible also, suddenly it came to me, could it be possible that this one is not really their relationship? It could be possible that both of them came from a codependent relationship. I'm starting to feel that it could be like that. That this was their previous past. That both this person have undergone a codependent relationship in the past. And they are now beginning a new relationship. A relationship that is promising. A relationship where their life, especially on the part of the father, because we were asking earlier that it would be on the part of the father first, it seems that after having a codependent relationship in the past, it could be that this is not them. It could be one of this is them, and then the other one is the codependent partner. And then the other person also has, one of them is here, and then they had also another codependent partner. And they seem to have finished already this chapter, and it seems that they're beginning a new one, which is quite promising. And they are, as you see, there are no two stars. It seems that the two of them have really united very well. They seem to fit too much, they seem to fit very well with each other, that when you look at them, they're like just one star instead of two stars. And there seems to be a promise of having 7 children, many children. And so it can be that this naked person which can symbolize a beginning relationship, no? Like a child being born without any clothes. It can be that this naked person is the blooming relationship that they have, where both of them are grounded to reality, but at the same time are very much preoccupied with their spiritual journey. So it seems that their attention is more on the spiritual journey of both, and at the same time they are able to bring attention. They do not neglect their responsibilities, and so it seems to be a relationship that is healthy in contrast to the previous relationship that they had. Okay, so I think this is what is happening now. It's becoming a little bit much clearer now. So it is a relationship where both of them are one, and a healthy relationship where it seems to be they have been freed from a relationship that is toxic. Now they have a relationship that seems to be healthy and it's promising, and as you can see from a star, there is sunrise, sunlight, the sun. And they have little children here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can see 5 children here. And when you look at it, these are what you call these are sunflowers. Okay, and sunflowers are in Spanish they call them girasole. Girasole, I think Italian. I think that's Italian. Anyway, girasole. So it means that as the sun rises in the morning, you would see the flower following the path of the sun until sunset. Okay, so they gyrate themselves, or they move themselves depending on the direction of the sun. So it seems that this father and this mother will be having children who are also like them, aware of the presence of the divine in their life. They will be constantly, all throughout the day, these children are aware of the providence of the divine in their life. So they will have offsprings that are like both of them at this point in their life, who are at the same time intuitive, aware of the presence of God in their life. Almost every moment of their lives, they could feel the presence of God. At the same time, this seems to be healthy children who are happy and living life to the full. As you can see, this is one of the children seems to just jumped over the fence and is riding now a pony. So they seem to be happy with a flag around there, and the sun brightly shining. So it seems that this couple who have just freed themselves from toxic relationships have a promising future as husband and wife, and that their children will be growing up in a very, very healthy environment. I have a feeling that this couple will be not only blessed with beautiful children who are aware of the presence of God, children who are growing in the loving presence of God, but they seem to be a family who will be financially stable. And then the blessings that this family will be receiving, is something that they will share with the less fortunate around them. So as you can see here, so they will be receiving a lot of abundance, but in their abundance, they do not just hold the abundance on themselves. It's very easy for them to share. Their abundance overflows to those people around them who are in need. So it seems to be really, really a wonderful family life, where not only the family is benefiting from the graces of the divine, but they share the graces they receive to those who are less fortunate around them. And they are able to create a well-balanced life, a well-balanced family life. And a family life that the children will feel secure, but at the same time, a family life that is well-balanced and well-managed, that they have enough resources to share also with the less fortunate. Now, let's get a little bit more detail on this one. Okay. Can you tell? Oh, okay. Us a little bit more about them. Okay. Okay, there's another one here. Okay. I'm starting to get the feeling that this is one of these partner. Maybe this is that of the mother, no? I feel that this is what the father feels right now, and this is the future, and somehow the mother also is here. No, okay. I feel, okay, there's another one here. Okay. I feel that the mother, no. So the father is the provider of the family, and the father is able to seem to have a stable income, and that this income, the father is generous, no? He thinks also of helping other people. Now this is on the part of the mother. I feel that the mother at the start of the relationship, before the relationship, maybe that the relationship that she had, the toxic relationship that she had, is much, I think, much worse than that of the male. No. It seems that this woman has been carrying a very heavy load for a long time. Could be years. No. It seems that the burden of this woman that she's carrying was not only in the toxic relationship, but it seems that this is a generous person who carries the burden of everyone else in the family. It seems that this is a person who cares for her family. It seems that she's carrying also some responsibilities for her family. So it seems that she's like, maybe this person is a breadwinner for the family, a troubleshooter when the family members have problems. I mean, before she saw the man in her life, she seems to be carrying a lot of heavy burdens. And it has made her a strong person. Yeah, made her a strong person. But when her relationship started with this new person, when she left already that toxic relationship, so she was burdened not only by the toxic relationship she had in the past, but also the responsibilities she had also with her family, loved ones. So this seems to be a very responsible person. It's as if that when she started the relationship with this person, with this guy who was laughing with the beard, it's as if that the woman felt as if she just dropped a very heavy burden that she has been carrying for a very long time. And that finally she is starting her life freed from this burden. This woman, the burden that she's been carrying were flourishing. So this is a woman who's really very generous, and she really made sure that it seems as these ones represent the members of his family, and there are many. And it seems that the family is flourishing because of the effort and generosity of this woman. And it seems that finally she came to a point when maybe she has gone wiser, and at the same time maybe the guy, the father, took her in an environment where she is finally freed from the burden that she's been carrying for a very long time. And it seems that the relationship, as you see here, there's only one wand anymore. So I see again the oneness of the star and the oneness of their love for each other. The love that she has right now made her let go of the heavy burden that she has been experiencing in the past. And now the woman seems to be having a relationship that is very loving. She considers this relationship as a gift from heaven. And she could feel the presence of the divine in her life with these yods that are floating around her. And it seems to be a blossoming relationship, which is a blessing from the divine. And because of her past experiences, she made a resolve to be somebody who will always withhold the truth, no? Freed from shadows. When you look at the previous relationship she had, there are a lot of darkness in the relationship, as if the relationship with the previous person is filled with secrets, and it became a burden to her. She right now requires that if ever she would have a relationship, it would be a relationship where there is honesty and there is truth in the relationship. And it seems that the new person, the father who was driving the car, seems to have answered her demands. Right now, she makes sure that her relationship is filled with honesty, with truth, with balance, and she's a person who's a little bit firm now. I mean, she's somebody who demands equal relationship, not a codependent one. She is a person who makes sure that the relationship is a healthy relationship, a relationship that is balanced. She is now a woman who is not only in love, but a woman who is in charge of her life. And you can see here a veil behind her. So she is a woman who is not just preoccupied with the external world, but a woman who is also has a deep spirituality. It seems that her previous toxic relationship led her into a spontaneous opening, spontaneous awareness. It made her grow in a very special way, that right now her life is a life that is, she has grown to be more intuitive, more spiritual, more stable, like a queen. And she is a queen. Like a queen, you cannot just approach a queen. No, she is a queen who has very, very strong boundaries, and she has very strong this is justice. No, so she's when you look at it, no, the justice, at first I was thinking she was the queen of swords. I'm sorry, but that was the thing that was coming to my mind. But when I look at it, it's justice. But when you look at her, justice is a woman with a crown. So she seems to be a woman who's like a queen, has a queenly presence. And this is a queenly presence that demands a balanced relationship. She seems to be a person, a person who demands that the relationship should be balanced. And she is able to balance her external preoccupations with her spiritual life. She is a person who is more intuitive, more in touch with her inner life. She has her spiritual life is very strong, but at the same time she demands, she has a very, very strong boundary. I mean, she does not allow anybody who would lead her into another codependent relationship. She has already a very strong boundary. She makes sure that whatever relationship she gets in would be a balanced relationship. And maybe that is the reason why the family life seems to be bright and promising. So really, she imposes the importance of balance. And it seems when I look at these two pillars, I could see both the husband and the wife, giving a sturdy, supportive family that promotes spiritual balance between spiritual life and being grounded into reality. And I think this is the reason why the children seems to be happy, healthy. It seems to be a very, very flourishing relationship. So when you look at it, here in the Ace of Wands, it seems like to be a barren land here at this part, but on the right side there are already trees growing. So it seems that from a life that is full of burden, at the end the person feels dry and barren. After this gift came the relationship that they had, new plants started growing on the land on the right side. So it seems that the relationship is bringing life, bringing color to the life of this woman. Very interesting. Now let us try to see what the oracle cards will tell us. Okay. Let's see what the oracle cards will tell us. Okay, let's see. Heart home. Wow. Compassion. So beautiful. It's really beautiful. I mean, let's see. It's you see here an image of a heart, no? And this heart has 1, 2, 3, 4 windows, no? And it seems to be a very happy picture of a home, no? There are flowers here. Butterfly, no? Transformation. It seems that the members of the house is undergoing transformation, maybe the husband and the wife. No? It seems like here, I kind of feel that this is a silhouette of an elder person and another person here. So it could be the father here, and it seems to be the wife here. Oh, the wife has to be careful. It seems like because of the security that she is having, there's a possibility of her gaining some weight. So I warn the wife to be careful. No, also the husband has to be very careful. They both seems to be so secure in their relationship that they have a tendency to gain weight, and well, they have to take good care of their health. They have to be careful. No, they maybe at their younger years, no problem to gain a little bit weight, but for the benefit of the family, I mean, for the benefit of their own selves also, be careful, because you are secure, you might both gain weight, okay? And it seems to be these little figures here are the children, the children of the family, and even the children has a tendency to gain weight. Be careful. I mean, if your children are also too a little bit well nourished, then if they become overweight, it's also not good for children to be overweight. So you have to be careful that your family will not be a family of overweight people. No, so be careful. No, but it seems to be a very stable family. Now let us try to read a little bit from the handbook of about heart. So this is from the oracle of Shaman's Dream Oracle, and it's heart home. Let's see, heart home. Okay, heart home. Oh, very interesting. So heart home, love in its truest form, compassion. Okay. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. You are being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while. You are being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. This is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it is that easy when heart home shows up. There is no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment and preconceptions, and allow Spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. When heart home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call. lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. You know, I just started to think of a song. It's sang in Alice in Wonderland. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I somehow start to feel that the couple, this couple seems to have a special attachment to this song. I don't know why I start to think of this song, Home. No, it could be that at this time you are hearing this song, or maybe it is the theme song between the two of you, or maybe one of you loves this song very much, and it seems that this song has a significance to both of you. When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. It's a contrast to the past that this couple has had. A relationship in the past. The relationship in the past made them sort of dry, thirsty, longing for something more. They somehow felt shortchanged. But the new relationship that they have right now, love is so overflowing. They are so filled with joy, thanksgiving, and let's see if we can get somewhere. One last from the oracle cards. Oh, look at this. Oh, joyful muse. Okay. So it seems like, for me right now, the thought that came to me is that their children will be very talented. There will be, some of their children will be great musicians. Some of them will be great actors, no? Seems like one of them is going to be a magician, and then another one is going to be a good painter, an artist, no? Maybe someone who's related to painting. One of the child, or some of their child will be related to music. One will be related to acting, no? Preoccupied also. Oh, look at this child, no? The children have, there are butterflies on the eyes of this creature, and you see the eyes are wide open. It seems that their children will be children that will be filled with wonder, with sense of adventure, in the adventure of learning. And these children will be flourishing to the point that some of them will be musically inclined to the arts of acting, inclined to painting, and one seems to be interested to, I think, magic, no? There seems to be a member of the family who's going to be, but this seems to be another brush for painting here. But I don't know, it makes me feel that one of these children will be sort of like somebody who's be inclined in magic, or maybe even in the occult. Because I feel that the father and the mother are very intuitive, seems to be gifted with very high intuition. So there's probability that the children also will be very intuitive, and one of them will be very much interested with the inner world. One of them will be very, very intuitive. The others also will be intuitive, but there seems to be one of the children who's going to be very, very intuitive. Joyful muse, inspiration. Let's see what joyful muse or inspiration speaks of. Wow, this seems to be a very, very beautiful family. Joyful muse, inspiration, the gift of play, inner child. I think the children are getting it from the father and the mother, who seem to have already nurtured back their inner child to health. And the joyful muse invites you to be more playful, to have more mirth and joy in your life. And I think this is going to be a family that is always joyful, always happy, just like the father who is driving jolly, who is jolly as he drives, no? You have become boring to yourself even as others continue to find you interesting. Circumstances have dulled your edge, and it's time to change. Not the things around you, but your attitude. Blow a morning kiss to yourself in the mirror. Smile to a stranger. Wink to a child. Be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. The joyful muse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight into your life. Give yourself permission to be mischievous and find the humor in the tragedy while careful not to become frivolous. The power of this muse will shake up everyone around you and invite you to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy you perceive in the area of life. So, it seems that you are setting aside this one already and embracing this new life. The joyful muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace her gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out for a play date, and he or she will help you to return to your innate innocence, the place of never been there, never done that. Even if it is the same routine you wake up to every morning. Well, whoever you are right now out there, these two people, whoever the two of you are, you seem to have a very promising future together. Take good care of this gift that you just received from the universe. Nurture it, and yes, take good care of your 7 children, okay? These 7 children will be your gift to the world. Well, until next time, have a great day.